Week 10 college football is upon us, with Week 9 showing some interesting betting results. We had underdogs go 28-23 against the spread. Also, visitors went 28-23 against the number. We had 16 outright underdog winners, and UNLV led the way. At plus 22 underdogs to Fresno State, they won outright, plus 900 on the money line, meaning if you risked $100 on UNLV to win the game, you cashed a $900 ticket. Congrats on that if you bet UNLV. We also had some mainstream college football news, with Jim McElwain being shown the door at the University of Florida. They've now promoted Randy Shannon from defensive coordinator, which kind of brings an interesting handicapping angle, which we'll get into a little bit later on this show in one of the main notable line moves this week in college football. This is Marketology, where we go into the early week line moves, which tend to be the sharper, smarter money, taking advantage of where the odds makers made mistakes Sunday night and Monday, betting into this week's college football action. So we'll get right into the early week line moves right now. We'll show up the graph. 305, 306 in the battle of the directional Michigan schools. Central Michigan, Western Michigan. This total opens up 58.5 down to 51.5. That one is played on Wednesday night in the MAC. We also have 309, 310 Northern Illinois versus Toledo, a big one. Maction 64.5 down to 58.5. Big move total wise in that one. 317, 318 Marshall, FAU, Conference USA. Another big matchup here. 67 is what this total opens, down to 61.5. So some big under money in G5 totals so far this week. So a big ACC matchup in South Florida. We got 341, 342 Virginia Tech versus Miami. Flip favorite here. Miami opens -2, now plus 2.5. So Virginia Tech taking some big money early. We got one in the SEC West, 363, 364. Auburn, Texas A&M. War Eagle opens -11, bet up to -15 right now. 381, 382. Battle in Texas. Texas versus TCU. This total opens 41.5, bet up to 47, 41.5 in college football. Man, that's pretty damn low. 411 to 412. Florida, Missouri. We touched on this one earlier. Florida opens -3 favorites. Flip favorite big time here. 6-point move with Missouri taking the betting action with the Florida head coaching move. Interesting to watch this one, and interesting to take notes on Florida going forward. Might have some betting value with the Gators. 415, 416 Penn State versus Michigan State. Penn State opens -13, but Sparty taking money. Now only 7.5-point favorites for Penn State. That's it for the Week 10 early week line moves. Remember, if you can't track it, you can't improve it. The line moves that we've been tracking, 2 weeks ago, they went 6-0 and have gone 25-14 the last 5 weeks. And guys, these aren't picks. These aren't who to bet. It's just keeping in mind that this early money shifts the market, and it's been right a lot more than it's been wrong. So something just to keep in mind when picking who you're going to bet on this week in college football. So let's get into last week's line moves. We'll grade them out, throw up the graphic right now. We had 103, 104 Toledo, Ball State in the MAC. That was a weekday game. Right side winner here with Toledo getting bet up to as high as 26. I believe they won by 40 points. Also in the ACC, I think this was a Friday night game, 111, 112, FSU, Boston College. Boston College took a lot of money here going through key numbers, -8 to -2.5. That was absolutely right side winner there with Boston College winning outright. We had 197, 198. FAU versus Western Kentucky in CUSA action. FAU got bet up pretty big, right side winner here. Then we had a couple losses in a row. First losing week I can remember as far as notable line moves. Out in the Pac-12, 177, 178, Utah, Oregon. Oregon -1.5. The money came in on Utah, who lost that game. We had 141, 142 Missouri, UConn, 70.5. This total got bet up to 75.5. It didn't make it. We had Old Dominion, North Texas. I was on this one. North Texas -7 to -11.5. That was a wrong side move there. And USC, Arizona State closing us out. USC -6 down to -3. Arizona State Sun Devil money there, which was the wrong side in that one. So grading out the Marketology bets from last week, we'll throw them up here right now. Had a good week, went 4-1. FAU hit them twice, hit them at 4, hit them at 7. That was a right side winner there. Also, North Texas -9, lost on that one to Old Dominion. Mean Green letting the Monarchs hang around. That one was frustrating to watch. In the Sun Belt, took Arkansas State -4.5. The market actually disagreed with me, bet them all the way down to -3, I believe, against New Mexico State. But Arkansas State ended up winning outright. Boston College, the +8 winner in that one. So this brings our overall Marketology record in my personal Bet Online account to 18-14 plus 2.10 units on the year. So overall, in the positive. I guess you can't be too mad about that. But hey guys, let's just throw it out. 3 bets on this week's card. Starting Tuesday night, we have the Bowling Green versus Kent State Maction action here. I'm taking Bowling Green -1, really with the thought that Kent State offensively just is really inept. And I think that we get a little value here on Bowling Green being the away team, yes, but getting extra time to prepare. I don't factor them being the away team on a weekday night in as much. UNT +4 over Louisiana Tech. Just think Louisiana Tech is still a little bit overrated in the betting markets. However, that will be a fun one to watch in Conference USA. Last one here, a total South Florida UConn over 64. I know it's always a little risky taking these Northeast matchups totals wise early in the week. We don't know with the weather, but these two offenses going against each other. I think that UConn should be able to punch it in a couple times. We know South Florida is going to get theirs, so hopefully this one gets up and over 64. So we got 3 bets on the college football card, starting with Tuesday night action tonight. Bowling Green -1 over Kent State. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter at DrewMartinBets or use the hashtag AskSBR. Any questions you got, sports betting wise, really in any sport, be happy to answer them for you. If I don't know the answer, try to research it for you and get you the answer. Also, feel free to comment under this video. And if you like the content here at Marketology, please give us a thumbs up, a like button. It helps us out a lot. But guys, thanks for tuning in. That's this week's Marketology. See you next Tuesday.